Calculate Medicare tax. The problem reads, David's filing status is married filing jointly, and he has earned gross pay of $3,100. Each period, he makes a 401k contribution of 7% of gross pay. His current year taxable earnings for Medicare tax to date are $198,400. What is the total Medicare tax? In this problem, we first need to determine the taxable earnings for Medicare tax and then apply the Medicare tax rate. To do that, we know that Kevin contributed 7% to the 401k plan, and we know that 401k contribution is not taxable for income tax withholding. However, it is taxable for Medicare tax. Therefore, the full $3,100 of earned gross pay is taxable earnings. Next, we know that when taxable earnings reaches a threshold, which depends on the specific individual's filing status, an additional Medicare tax of 0.09% is imposed. So the approach to the problem here is, if his current period taxable earnings brings him over the threshold, we need to break out the portion of the earnings that is over the threshold and apply the additional 0.09%. So in total, that would be 2.35%. If the portion is over the threshold, the portion that's under the threshold is subject to the normal rate of 1.45%. Let's lay out the problem. Taxable earnings given is $3,100. Next, determine the portion of earnings that's below the additional Medicare wage base. And the base here is $200,000 because the filing status is married filing jointly. The taxable earnings for Medicare tax to date given is $198,400. So the difference between the threshold and the $198,400, the year-to-date taxable earnings for Medicare tax, is $1,600. And we apply the rate, the normal rate of 1.45%. That comes out to a tax of $23.20. Now we need to determine the portion of earnings that's above the additional Medicare wage base. The amount of taxable earnings for Medicare tax to date again is $198,400. And we add to it the current year taxable earnings of $3,100. That gets us the new year-to-date taxable earnings for Medicare tax, and we subtract to it the $200,000 wage threshold. We arrive at $1,500 as the taxable earnings. We take that number times 2.35%. This rate is the sum of the normal rate, 1.45%, plus the 0.09% for the additional Medicare tax. We arrive at the tax amount of $35.25. This is the portion of the tax that's above the Medicare tax wage base. So that combined with the portion that's below the additional Medicare tax base, the $23.20, then we have the total Medicare tax of $58.45.